Right, and the World Cup Extra kicks off right now. My name is Dan Kamtua, and here at TV47 World Cup Extra, we're going to talk matters to do with a World Cup. Remember, tonight a big one, Spain versus France, the first semi-finals. Then tomorrow another big one, defending champions Argentina will be playing against England. So we're going to give you an in-depth analysis regarding what is about to happen, what has been happening. And speaking of what has been happening, the post-World Cup, zile timu zilichujwa. There's a lot that's happening behind the scene. Kule Senegal, they are saying wamekuwa na doctor, team physician for more than 10 years. Now, after World Cup, they are realizing that, apparently this guy was not a doctor. Not really a doctor, a physician. This guy was a gynecologist. Mambo ya World Cup inaendelea. Anyway, I'm not alone kama kawaida. The squad itanisaidia ku give you an in-depth analysis. Boniface Kimanzi yuko ndani tayari, amepiga pamba lake pale. Boni, hali vipi, umemwajezi leo? Uchukui sides?
Safi sana, tulikuwa tumeitwa na rais, sasa ikabidi nimepiga pamba at least leo nichangamshe raia.
Umeingia rais, uko rais kule?
Nilikuwa kwa rais kiasi.
Chai na ile chai nyingine?
Chai nyingine sikupata. Najua tu ile ya story peke yake. Yeah,
okay. Namiso, hali vipi?
Poa kabisa. Thank you for having me yet again. Always a pleasure.
You are got fairly children and you're still wearing that jersey.
Sadly, but sasa, the loyalty still remains. I was for Team Portugal. It's unfortunate that walichujwa, but katika kila mchuano lazima kuna mshindi na lazima kuna wale ambao wanashindwa. So bahati mbaya si tukakuwa kwa wale wa kushindwa.
So you are already heartbroken, eh?
I am very much heartbroken, that I won't deny. I am. GOtv a little disappointed kidogo. This was his last dance. We were expecting a little bit more of pomp. Tulikuwa tuna expect maybe ata exit the stage na style. Lakini sasa yalifanyika vile yalifanyika.
Unfortunately.
It's yet to retire from international stage, international matches. So we might see him being called again to represent his nation. Apart from World Cup, he might be playing the qualifiers, or rather in the friendly matches.
Yeah, that is good, but for the World Cup, I think that's it for him. We were very much anticipating this, his final performance per se, but clearly it didn't come as expected. There were a lot of inconsistencies with his performance and some team chemistry that was missing, which ultimately led to us being sent home very early, but it's still fine. It's okay. Tushakubali.
It's fine. Ameitoa kiwa
upande.
Iseme it's fine bila kulia, lakini anyway, bila kusikia kulia. Guys, kuna a lot that ina happen after World Cup. Coach wakifutwa hapa na pale. Senegal kuna chenye kina, of course tukianza build up to the semi-finals, kuna chenye kimehit there with unazungumzia kuhusu Senegal, what has been happening. A lot in happen. But coach akafutwa, but now the federation is coming out to defend itself. Now they are coming up to say, tumekuwa na physician for more than 10 years. Apparently this guy is not a physician, he's a gynecologist. Nadhani walikuwa najitetea, which is not true. But before we talk matters to do with Senegal and what has been happening behind the scene, kuna that question of the day. Remember, the champs for the third consecutive World Cup yuko anachezesha semi-finals, but ama timu yake imequalify to the semi-finals. So the question is, can Didier the champs outsmart Spain and guide France to another World Cup final? Can he? Remember, he won it as a player, he won it as a captain back in 1998, and now again in 2018 guided France to their second World Cup. Can he do it this time round? Again, they'll be facing one of the best teams of the tournament, Spain, in the semi-finals tonight from 10 p.m. So can he guide that team again to another final in thrice? Yeah, back-to-back finals. Anaweza kweli? Wacha tuona kama Lamine Yamal atazuia. But before that, pia on our social media platform, tuko live on YouTube, Facebook and X pale. So you communicate to us pale. Namba ya simu pia itakuwa pale on Facebook. Namba ya simu itakuwa pale on namba ya WhatsApp na pia calls. Guys, tuanze tu a quick one on Senegal. What is happening in the federation? Senegal Federation, Football Federation. Namiso, nianze nawe.
I think no one is taking accountability. And now sasa saizi wanajaribu tu kurusha excuses all over. For example, them coming up and saying they've had a doctor for like close to 10 years, but they never did due diligence. They've only discovered that he's a gynecologist. That clearly shows there's a very huge disconnect between the people who have been put in charge of the game in the country. So right now they're like probably trying to cover their tracks and to cover what mistakes they've been doing. But these are like the small mistakes which are costing us as Africans. These are the small mistakes. Our problem is not the talent, but we can see that our problem comes with mismanagement, starting with the top, which is the federation, which has been put to oversee everything regarding football. But then they are making these small mistakes which are ending up costing the team in general. So this is not the time to throw blame here and there. Whatever happened already happened. I think it's time to sit down, learn from mistakes, recollect, and prepare ahead of maybe the oncoming AFCON and the other championships that are coming. But it's not the time to throw blame here and there.
Of course, they say when an hyena wants to eat its children, he accused them of smelling like a goat.
Exactly.
So the federation is accusing kila kitu ina happen behind the scene. Contract ilipeanwa, tayari contract ya coach ililetwa wakiwa in the camp, one day to the match. Coach had his own demands, the federation has its own demands. Ikakuwa ngumu. Kimanzi, quick one on this.
I think it was a frustration from what happened when they were playing against Belgium. And I think even the federation, I think even the players, what we saw during that game when they were playing against Belgium, that is when everyone in Senegal, everyone from Dakar, even the president, was not happy with that result, because leading by 2 goals and then by 86th minute, then you are outsmarted by Belgium. Then it shows that a lot of things were happening behind the scenes. So we are not shocked to see Papa Diaw and also the federation not being happy by what we saw. But indeed, this is what we live for. If you cannot provide enough results, because personally I was very happy to see Senegal lead by 2 goals, outsmart Belgium, but then by 86th minute, then you can see Romelu Lukaku scoring, then you saw Yuri Tielemans scoring. Then it shows that that team was not organized. Maybe I saw what Lamine Camara was saying during that post-match conference, and he said that he was not happy with what coach did and the technical bench, because maybe they thought that the coach and the technical bench, they really facilitated that game ending to defeat by Senegal. But again, that was what we saw. And again, even me, if I was the president of the federation and also the president of Senegal, I would not be happy, because every team dream is to qualify for the quarterfinals, round of 16, and then leading by 2 goals, and then at the end of the day, you come to be defeated just 4 minutes to the end of 90 minutes. That was the biggest shock of this tournament. I think also I was very disappointed to see Senegal being eliminated. Up to now, we have not seen Sadio Mane even typing that social media and also trying to post, because that was very heartbreaking to see Senegal being eliminated in that match against Belgium. And again, this is World Cup. Any mistake you are going to make, you are going to be capitalized by their opponent, and then they are going to score goals. Yuri Tielemans came out and scored goals. Romelu Lukaku, body physical fitness, then he scored goals there. He got smarted the likes of Moussa Niakite and all those defense from Senegal. So that is what we live for.
Then later on wakashindwa kupiga Spain, yeah?
Yeah.
Kupiga Spain in the quarterfinals. But again, a big one tonight. I'm speaking about France versus Spain leo usiku at around 10 p.m. So out of the 4 teams, we're having Argentina will be playing against England and then France against Spain. But before we get into the in-depth analysis, a quick one on this one. Out of the 4 teams, they are the top 4. They are the best ranked team in the world, number
Absolutely.
1, 2, and 3, and 4. For the first time in the semi-finals.
Absolutely.
For the first time ever since in the World Cup franchise, tumeweza kuona team kama hizo ziko in the semi-finals. A big one there. I was to ask you, do they really deserve to be where they are? Look at Spain, they are road to the semi-final. Look at France, they are road to the semi-finals. Argentina, wow, wanaponea kidogo tu wanaponea. Again, I can say wanaponea against Cape Verde kidogo waliponea. Switzerland, red card ilikuja ikawa rescue against Egypt. We blame Egypt for kulalisha kidogo, the African mentality, wakatupa 2 goals lead. But for you, do they really deserve to be there, the top 4?
I would say absolutely. They do deserve. And this, just as you mentioned, they're the best ranked football teams worldwide. So this is not just any other ordinary semi-finals. This is the battle to see the world's best football club. So they absolutely deserve. Of course, kumekuwa na hizo challenges. When you ameponea kidogo, there is luck and everything. But we also have to give credit where it's due. These guys have played very good football and they've withstood the heat right from the round of 48, 32, 16, up to now they've reached the semi-finals. It definitely means they are bringing something to the table and they definitely deserve to be there.
They don't deserve to be there because I don't agree. Those teams, they don't deserve to be there because...
Who exactly?
France, they don't deserve to be there because the last game they played against Morocco, I think they had a lot of pressure, they had a lot of tension when they are playing against France, and then I could not see the Morocco I saw when they were playing against Brazil in their first match. So if Morocco could have played like the way they played against Brazil, then they could have won against France. So they came there, they were like, this is Kylian Mbappe, this is Fabian Ruiz, this is Desire Doué. But again, this is not Morocco that we saw during that opening match against Brazil. If they could have played that game, then I'm very sure that Morocco could have won against France. So France does not deserve to be there. They were in the final of 2022. So they don't deserve to be there.
Tactical approach. The way you approach a game versus Brazil,
yes,
there's no way you're going to approach Kylian Mbappe, Dembele, a front line of Kylian Mbappe, Dembele and Dou. Na hiyo kierere. Lazima ukuja kama umejipanga.
No.
Exactly.
You see, at the end of the day, you know, I've been watching these World Cup matches and I saw what Kevad did. Kevad came with that mentality that we are going to win no matter what. So if Morocco head coach could have done this, I'm very sure they could have won against France because you can see what happened in the defense. How come in the 90 minutes you have only one shot on target? It shows that you had that pressure, you had that tension when you're playing against France because they have the likes of Ibrahim Diaz, they have good players like Hakimi, they have good players there in the midfield, they had Bouadi. So why could they not make to the front so that they can score and give that pressure when it comes to the French national team? So I think Morocco, they deserve to win against France. France, they don't deserve to be there because how come you are going to qualify for the semi-finals back-to-back? 2022, we saw they play against Argentina. Now they are going to play against Spain tonight. And maybe they are going to win.
They are the best team.
No, I don't agree. This is my opinion, not your opinion.
Kimanzi, you are hating.
No.
I
differ with Kimanzi. I think what we can clearly see when it comes to football, yeah, I think this time we've seen that it's more than just the football, and it's the smallest mistakes that are costing these teams. Small mistakes like you dominate throughout the game and then you get eliminated in the last minute. So that's what we've seen. And these are the people who've been all round. They've played football, they've taken advantage of all the chances that they had, and they've also taken advantage of the technology that is aiding football right now. And that's why they are there where they are right now. I feel like everybody who deserved to be here is already here. Everyone who didn't deserve to be here.
Let me add something. You see.
Just a minute before you add. It's a question. Let's say Harambee Stars. Let me just bring a team that played in the World Cup. Egypt is playing against Cape Verde, for example. And Egypt again will be playing against Spain. Are they going to play the same way they played against Cape Verde?
No.
Or rather you are going to approach it?
No.
You are very cautious. As a football pundit, as a football fan.
You approach it
How
very
do you approach
cautiously.
those two games?
Let me answer that.
Yeah. How do you approach? How do you approach those games?
You approach that game in different tacticals. But remember, you know, everyone has his own mentality. Remember, this is World Cup, and at the end of the day, we need 3 points. At the end of the day, we need to qualify to the next round. So, if you are going to play against a very tough side, then make sure you're not going to have those mistakes when it comes to the defense. Just small things. Don't make those mistakes. At the end of the day, make sure you create those chances, even if you're playing against those. Because at the end of the day, these are players. These are players and they can make mistakes. So if you're not pressuring them at the defense, how are you going to score goals? Because I saw Kevad playing against Argentina. Kevad was trying to dominate Argentina in the midfield. But at the end of the day, they had those counterattacks. And that is where they scored goal of the tournament. Because they were pressuring Argentina. Because Argentina, they have top players there. But at the end of the day, they were pressuring Argentina. And that's why Emi Martinez was gotten off guard. So I think Morocco did not pressurize that is France. That's why they were playing a very low block when it comes to France, and that's where Kylian Mbappe capitalized that chance. And at the end of the day, Ousmane Dembele also scored. They had top goalkeeper Yasin Bouno. What do you have? Yasin Bouno. What else do you want?
Their ability to capitalize is what put them where they are.
No, relax. If you have goalkeeper, if you have Yasin Bouno and the goalkeeper, what else do you want? A goalkeeper who can save top, who can give that top performance when it comes to saving. So, what else do you want?
According to you, France didn't deserve to be there.
They don't deserve to be here. Morocco
but
could have won.
2 goals. They have been scoring goals.
Silly mistakes from Moroccan national team.
I beg to differ with you. These small mistakes are what sets apart the teams. You get
football, yeah.
Exactly. Like, you make your mistakes, let me capitalize on them, and then that puts me ahead of you. That is how the football...
Let me ask you.
Football is a game of chance.
Exactly.
So cruel that...
Chance and luck.
Before she answers,
it's sport that you have to take that one chance and then you're done.
Exactly.
Okay, before she continues, we saw how Morocco played when they were playing against host nation Canada. They scored very good goals. That time, they were having that game of counterattacks. In the defense, they were strong. In the midfield, they were strong. We saw Unai scoring 2 goals. We saw Brahim Diaz. We saw Hakimi. He was going front and then back. This game, Hakimi had on 1 shot, and he's the best defender. Right back we have.
But you can't compare Canada and France.
No.
They played against Canada. Don't expect them to play against.
The only thing I want you guys to understand is that if Morocco had that mentality of we are going to win no matter what, they could have won. But they allowed France to dominate.
Now, guys, on Spain, they deserve to be where they are. They defeated Portugal. They defeated again Belgium. Do they really deserve to be there?
I believe that they do. I was looking at some analysis and analytics, and then I realized they conceded only 1 goal to, I think, the semis, right?
The semi.
Pardon? Yes, they need, like, their defense has been on point. They might not have the attacking power as the other teams, but then they've capitalized on their defense, and I think that is what has brought them here. So I think fair and square, yes, they do deserve to be here.
Spain. I think, Spain deserve to be here because I've been watching Spain since they won Euro, and they have young players, the likes of Paul Kubasi. They have top players there. I have seen the likes of Rodri, Lamine Yamal, of course. He has been outstanding in the Barcelona squad. So I think in Spain, they deserve to be here. But again, they have not faced a tough side. They played against Portugal. And that was a very easy game because you could see the entire Portugal squad was not playing to win or to proceed to the next level. I think they played to betray CR7 because if they played to win, then they could have won. You can't tell me you have João Neves, you have Bruno Fernandes, you have Vitinha in the midfield, and then you cannot supply balls to CR7, a player who knows how to score, a player who knows how to position himself to that box. So I think they have played very weak teams, but now they are going to play against France. So we are going to see now if Spain they can win, they can qualify to the final. But I think it's going to be tough. But Spain deserve to be there because Luis de la Fuente has been outstanding. He has been the best coach, but also he doesn't make use of other players because we have not seen David Raya playing. He has been using.
But you just have your best 11 as a team. You need to just have one goalkeeper.
Exactly.
France are yet to make France are yet to change the goalkeeping sector, right?
Yes.
But Raya can make. I'm not a national fan, but I'm trying to.
A WhatsApp comment from
yes.
from Jarvis from Kisumu. He's saying he was there in France. He was there at the stadium when France was playing against Morocco. Please tell Kimanzi that France is lethal, dangerous, and
tell him also
can dismantle any form and system of any coach. It's a lethal.
Okay, tell him also. I was watching from Muthaiga North, and I could see how France were playing. So there's no difference. He was and I was in Muthaiga.
Their real test was against Paraguay. That was a real test. The way they played, their mentality, how they approached that game in the second half, despite hizo challenge zote. At the end of the day, wakashinda game. But guys, it's France versus Spain. Tactically, nani anashinda hapa?
I would say France. I would say France. Hiyo combination ya Dembele, combination ya Mbappe. I feel like Spain also is a strong side. We have Rodri, we have Pedri, we have Yamal over there. But they are no match for France. We've seen France with their consistency. We've also seen how good they are at playing mental games, in that they don't succumb under pressure. They have their way of playing, and I think that's what sets them apart right now. So much as Spain is a strong side, I strongly believe that France will carry the day. Plus, with our Golden Boot champion over there, please don't give me that look. Please don't give me that
Kimanzi,
look.
tactically.
Tactically, I think it's a tough decision. But we have Didier Deschamps and then we have Luis de la Fuente. So I think Deschamps has been with this France squad for a long time. He knows how to make use of those players. But again, de la Fuente is coming to this game with a different tactic. I'm very sure if de la Fuente is going to use 4-3-3, is going to win against France. France, when it comes to the defense, at times Upamecano just forgets that he is a defense. And then at the end of the day, any mistake that they are going to make in that match, that is going to determine the winner. And I think Oyarzabal is going to score tonight. 2 goals against France. Mikel to score.
You wish.
No, I'm not wishing. You know, I have big trust. You believe, have faith, then it's going to happen. So tonight, Spain is going to win.
If their guys will be heartbroken if France wins, among them it's Kimanzi.
No, you see. Okay, I will answer that.
Kimanzi is used
Kimanzi,
to
which team are you supporting?
I
In
was.
this World Cup, which team were you supporting?
I have no team.
Najua timu yako ishachujwa tayari.
Yes, I was supporting any African team that was playing because
So
I'm a
the
patriotic
Chachujwa.
African. Yes. So in this situation, I have no team because those teams that are playing there, they're from South America. We have Argentina. We have European teams, Spain, France, and then the other one is what? We have Spain, France,
England.
and England. So no team to support there. But I think any team which is going to win. Of course, this is a big tournament we are going to support. But at the end of the day,
So you thought African team would win a World Cup?
actually, I was very broken to see Morocco trying to battle against France.
Guys,
that is the game that I thought Morocco could give Africa that pride. We could be pride.
The midfield battle between those two teams. Because you look at France, I understand Chomeni will be coming in.
Yes.
He was injured in the other game, but Kone came in, played a very good game. Let's talk about the midfield battle between the two teams.
I think it will be a battle of the century. For me, I'm looking at it like it's like a final before the final that comes. And this is because these are very strong teams, tactically speaking. And of course, when you reach the semis, your only goal is to go to the finals. You don't come this far to just let it go. So we've so far seen the consistency of the likes of Akina Yamal. We've seen how good he is. We've seen Rodri, we've seen Pedri. We've seen how good they are, how their team chemistry is very, very strong. I think that's why Spain has so far been a powerhouse. Kuwa defeat haijakuwa rahisi. And then on this other side, we have Akina Dembele, Kone, just as you said. So I think it will be a very, very difficult a game. But both teams have what it takes. So Sahi, I think whoever wins this game is whoever will win it mentally. And whoever tries as much as possible not to make mistakes, or rather to capitalize on the opponent's mistakes. Otherwise, these are two very, very strong teams.
Kimanzi, the midfield battle.
Yes, of course, I started by saying De La Fuente is going to win. So we have Pedri, we have Paul Kubasi, and also we have Rodri there in the midfield. So I think tonight we expect a very good performance from the midfield. Spain, I think I saw what they did when they were playing against England in that Euro 2024 final. And also they have been outstanding. And again, I think people have been just fearing France for nothing. France,
No.
they have the likes of Kylian Mbappe. No, relax. They have Kylian Mbappe, they have Ousmane Dembele, they have Desiré Doué. But again, if you pressurize France in their defense, they are going to make a mistake. And that's where Spain is going to make use of those mistakes. So I think Paul Kubasi, I have very big trust when it comes to Paul Kubasi, Pedri, and Rodri. In the defense, I have no problem. In the goalkeeper, I have no problem. Unai, strong goalkeeper. So
You don't trust the midfield of Olise and Kone, Chomeni?
No, I don't trust, because you will see what they are going to do. Chomeni, we have been seeing him playing for Los Blancos. You have been seeing Olise. Okay, Olise is a top player. You know, no hate, but Olise, we saw what they did when they are playing against Morocco. And again, Olise, when you try to control him in that midfield, when you try to cut those crosses, then you have finished Olise. But when you allow him to dribble, then that's where he's going to create those chances, and those chances, they are going to be goals.
Danko, I think we can't let Kimanzi say that France is overrated. Yet we have seen them. They've so far scored 16 goals. And they've won all 6 of their matches.
Which team?
They have been very consistent.
Now tell me,
they have conceded
which teams
only
have
2 goals.
Which teams have we been?
It doesn't matter which team.
Tonight,
France hawakujichagulia.
They played against
Tonight
Morocco.
they are going.
They played against Morocco, one of the teams that you are praising here.
Yes, they scored how many goals?
They scored 2.
Yes.
They didn't concede any goal. So they played against Paraguay, one of the toughest teams.
They scored how many goals?
They scored 1. They didn't concede.
Okay.
They played against Sweden.
Yes.
Is it Sweden or Norway? Norway.
Yes.
They scored how many goals? 4. They conceded 1.
Okay. Now you said Paraguay. I think you also said that. I think the only test that France they encountered during the group stages and also in the round of 16 is Paraguay. That was the only team that gave Didier Deschamps that test when it comes to the FIFA World Cup.
What about
now? They are Morocco. Morocco, they are a bit reluctant. I told you before we started this conversation that Morocco came there with a lot of pressure. Yep. They were fearing that we are playing against Kylian Mbappe. So I think if we had Walid El Gragoui as the head coach, who was there in 2022, Morocco could have won. But the coach who is currently in Morocco, he decided to fear Morocco. He decided to allow Morocco dominate the game, and that's where Morocco were outplayed by France. But now, tonight, they are going to face a very tough side, France. They are going to play against Spain, De La Fuente. The midfield of Paul Kubasi, Rodri, Pedri. Forward, we have Yamal, we have Oyarzabal. We have Nico Williams. It's going to be a tough side for them. So I don't agree with what
Mbappe scored tonight.
He will score.
Because you have...
he will score. It's not a matter of can. He will score tonight.
Kimanzi anataka kushika mashati.
Ukweli usemwe, he will score tonight.
Kani?
I don't think so. He can. I don't think whether you're going to score. I think De La Fuente, you know, in every game you approach it with the different tactics. And so far we have seen Kylian Mbappe scoring goals in every match, trying to be the key player in that French squad.
He is not trying, he is.
No, relax. It's my time to talk. So I give you time to talk. So you have seen Kylian Mbappe trying to win games for France. He was the key player when they won against Paraguay. Again, he scored the first goal against Morocco. He capitalized the chance when Moroccan defense, they made that mistake. So I think tonight, Luis de la Fuente, he is aware of Kylian Mbappe. He is aware of Michael Olise. He is aware of Ousmane Dembele. He is aware of any player from that French squad. So we are going to make sure that any cross that is going to be successful for that French squad, we are going to cut it. And that's where we are going to demoralize them and we are going to win against them.
What is happening with Yamal?
Yamal, okay, the other time, Yamal is a key player. Of course, he is a...
What is happening? Because before the tournament, one of the, let me say the protege of the tournament, one of the best players that before the tournament you could have mentioned, then Mbappe should, not Mbappe, but Lamine Yamal was supposed to be there. Currently, just 2 assists, 1 goal, 3 goals, 3 goal contribution, 2 assists, 1 goal. What is happening?
I think first, any football fan should give Yamal time to digest this World Cup. He's a very young player. Although he has played for Copa America, he has played for Spanish La Liga, Euro 2024. But now this is World Cup. The boy needs to understand how teams play for World Cup. He needs to see how players score during FIFA World Cup. Because any player you're going to face, is going to act like it's a final. So Lamine Yamal, I think, is trying to understand what is FIFA World Cup. He's going to learn the game of FIFA World Cup. And I think next World Cup, you're going to see this boy acting now because he's aware of what is happening in FIFA World Cup. He's very young. Give him time. Give him time to digest FIFA World Cup.
Mbappe was world champion at 17, 18.
Yeah. You know every player has his own luck. That was a luck for Mbappe. But Mbappe also has been very strong when it comes to facing the defense. He is very quick. Lamine Yamal is not quick, but he knows how to give those access passes. So I think Yamal is a bit challenged by how the defenders are playing this World Cup, because we have not seen him trying to give those penetration passes that he always do when he's playing in the Spanish soccer giant Barcelona. He is facing hard time when it comes to playing against FIFA World Cup and other teams. So I think give him time. The next World Cup 2030, you're going to see the real Yamal.
That is why we can't just afford to write off the likes of Mbappe. I mean, we've seen his consistency. Right now, he's top.
I said experience is the best teacher. Mbappe has played for 2018, 2022. Yamal, debut.
This is actually
yes.
the first time. No, that one we agree. That one we're totally together. But what I'm saying is we cannot afford to write off Mbappe. Just as I said, I know he will score tonight. We've seen his.
You see,
all right.
I have not.
Guys, we're going to take a short break. But once we come back, then we'll keep the debate. We'll keep the conversation of Mbappe, Lamine Yamal, Spain against France. Big one tonight in the first semi-final of the FIFA World Cup. We are going to take a short break, but with your dog, because the discussion is heating up. And then again, Kasi, a very big fan of Argentina, big fan of Messi. Lucky Riano, he's already in the studio. He'll be coming up in the second half of the show. So we are going to take a short break. Alafu tunarudi na mengi zaidi.
Did you know you deserve to earn royalties every time your artistic work is played or communicated to the public? Join Pavrisk, the duly authorized CMO mandated to collect and distribute royalties. To register and update your works, visit our website on www.pavrisk.or.ke. For assistance, call us or WhatsApp on 0781 721 721 or 0732 721 721 or visit www.pavrisk.or.ke. Pavrisk, revitalizing royalty management.
They are stories that make the heart race. Where love is born in the most dangerous moments.
Ali was actually Poyraz Ali.
Each secret can destroy everything. Love, passion, power, lies.
It's not the first time you let me down. It was my mistake for trusting an idiot like you.
The dramas that make you feel everything. Catch the sizzling episodes of Sins and Roses at 4 p.m, Domenica Monteiro at 5 p.m, Be My Sunshine at 6 p.m, and Avenida Brazil at 7 p.m, Central African Time. Only on Novelas Plus.
Steam Energy Drink. Cool, refreshing taste. Recharges your body and mind. Energy to help you keep going. Celebrate with Kenya's favorite energy drink. Now available at your nearest shop. Get yours today. Power up. Game on.
Right, karibu tena. This is World Cup Xtra TV 47, where we are discussing matters to do with what is going on in USA at the FIFA World Cup. Spain versus France, a big one tonight from 10 p.m. and then tomorrow Argentina versus England in the second semi-final of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Before the break, we were discussing matters to do with France and Spain, and which team has the bigger chance of qualifying to the final. Can France book their third World Cup consecutive final this time round? Which team, the only team that stands timu yenye iko kando yao ni Spain pekee. Can they beat Spain? Na tukiongea, Kimanzi amesema France is one of the most overrated team. Look at the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Olise, Dembele, Dou, Kone. Sema hapa ni noma. Alafu pia Kimanzi is questioning why De La Fuente is not starting the likes of Raya, one of the best goalkeepers when it comes to English football. I'm saying English football because he was among the champions of the England. Anyway, Lucky Riano ametujoin. Lucky, umesikia vitu zenye zimeongelewa first half. A bit of controversy by Kimanzi saying, France is overrated.
Why?
Alafu pia akasema pia ajui kwa nini Raya aanzi game. Is France really overrated?
Okay.
Because ameongea kuhusu Morocco, how they played against Morocco. They scored 2 goals, but you look at how Morocco approached that game. They were so careful. France needed that moment of football. Na wakafunga zile bao mbili.
Yeah, thank you so much first for having me here. And I think for De La Fuente choosing Unai Simon over David Raya, he has on reasons because you remember the time we had David De Gea. He never appeared on the national team. He was among the best goalkeeper, but he was never given a chance. So I think Unai Simon has proved himself that he's the first choice of De La Fuente. That's 1. 2, David Raya amekuwa mzuri kwa IPL. Na pia kwa mzuri kwa IPL inamaanisha kwamba pia defense yake, unanielewa? Defense ya Arsenal imekuwa kificho jamaa. Labda ukapata defense nyingine anaweza chilia. That's why De La Fuente anasema ana opt kupea Unai Simon a chance than David. Hata wewe ukaenda Arsenal ukapata defense ya Saliba, uko na Magalhaes, uko na Timbe na kina Ben White. I think any goalkeeper can do well because that defense is very solid, and I think it is the one that imefanya David Raya aonekana pia kipa mzuri. Ndio there's some saves ambazo amefanya amejitangaza, but this defense pia inadetermine kipa ambayo uko nayo. So I think that's why De La Fuente ameamini Unai Simon than mzee wa kazi David Raya.
The France road to the semi-finals, is it overrated? Their performance, nimesema they defeated Norway 4-1. Again came on, wakapiga Paraguay. After Paraguay came, wakapiga Morocco. Are they really overrated?
I don't think so, because if you look back in the Euros, France ilipiga na Spain. Unakumbuka Spain ilipiga France. All right? So, and I don't think if France are in position kwamba they have to kulipiza kisasi. So itakuwa mechi ngumu, but it's not going to be easy for Spain. Like Spain, 2010 winners, looking for a chance to enda mara ya pili. Huyu ni mara mbili, atafuta mara ya tatu. Kwa hivyo nafikiri kwamba itakuwa mechi ngumu, but France ataenda hapa kushinda mechi. Mimi naweza kuambia hivyo.
The midfield battle.
Pedri, Fabian.
Na upande huu mwingine pia.
By the corner amejitangaza. I think Deschamps amegundua kwamba baada ya kupata injury Shumeni. Pata injury, Kone amepata chance, ameprove. Na wengi wanasema kwamba Kone is better than Shumeni if you ask me, and I think it is evident for what he has done so far with the France team. So that Rabiot anapiga na Kone.
Then Olise on the front.
Olise pale katika
upande mwingine. Over 4-3-3 formation.
Yeah. Alafu kiangalia Pedri. Sasa unajua Pedri ni mzuri, lakini mimi naona kwamba Fabian ndio amekuwa aki-unlock hiyo team most of the time, because ukiangalia Fabian alivyoingia mechi yao kabla wakipiga Portugal, Fabian came in akaunda pasi ile angalau zile long balls ikamtafuta Merino, ndio hivyo. But Pedri anapenda zile za hapa kule katikati ile tikitaka. So I think hiyo tikitaka yao inaweza waponza, manake the France team na hiyo speed wanakuwa, the like of Mbappe, Dembele, the Bakolo rather Doe at the front. So it is going to be a tough match, but naona kwamba speed ya Franza Spain hatawezana. Ataweza kwa ngumu.
Atawezana. Na tukiangalia pia the road to the round of 16 guys. On paper all right, before tuingia hapo, I understand Abdi kutoka Wajia yuko ndani. Abdi, hali vipi? Karibu kwa TV 47 World Cup Extra. Ukoaje bro?
Niko mzima kabisa hapo Wajia County. Tunashukuru Mungu tuko salama kabisa.
World Cup ndo imefika semi-finals, timu 4 ndo zimefika.
Nasikia naona France na Spain.
France na Spain leo usiku.
Ndovu mbili ndio sasa leo usiku. Two elephants.
Which team are you supporting tonight?
It is unpredictable. Lakini
France. France kwa nini?
I normally support France.
Okay.
Kawaida yangu mimi kila wakati na support France.
Sasa Boniface amesema France ni overrated. Unakubaliana naye?
Yeah.
Anasema pale hakuna kitu pale. Tukikaa vibaya hii team tunaipiga.
Who said that?
Boniface Kimanzi.
Hapana, hakuna to bet. Unataka mimi na yeye to bet.
Weka. Eke mawe.
Weka mawe.
Wewe utaanguka bwana. Wewe mtoto kidogo utaanguka.
Utaanguka aje? Sinajiaminia na timu yangu. Naaminia Ufaransa, naaminia Spain, lakini pia Spain leo.
Mimi nasema ni France ndio watashinda leo usiku.
Sawa, shukran Abdi.
Okay. Thank you very much. Wewe ni nani?
Duncan.
Wapi Anthony leo?
Tutaongea na producer tueleze ako wapi leo.
Unyia mjui.
Abdi, shukran sana. Guys, just on the other side of guys, so tulikuwa tunaongelea kuhusu the midfield battle, lakini nikasema pia tukiangalia the road to the semi-finals, kuna watu wanasema France walikuwa na easy run to the semi-finals, playing against Paraguay on paper, playing against Morocco, on the other side Spain, one of the greatest players wakamtoa, again wakakuja again, that was against Portugal, wakakuja again in the quarters, Lukaku wakamtoa. Among these team, nani amekuwa na easy run tactically not on paper? Ukiangalia, kwa sababu ukiangalia on paper ninaona hii ni Paraguay bana, na iliwasumbua na miso.
Siwezi sema any of them have had an easy run, honestly. I feel like the tournament was very competitive, given that this time we had no such thing as underdogs. The team that we didn't expect were in the battles, walijiprove, and they came to prove themselves. So I wouldn't say anybody had an easy run per se. All the competitors were worthy competitors. So for me, I feel like it was a fair and square battle. And that's how everybody got where they are right now. Yeah.
Was it fair?
Some teams, they have really disappointed me because I will just go back to that Morocco game, because I thought Morocco will just score and win against France, but again they came with a lot of pressure. They allowed France to dominate the game, and then at the end of the day, Mbappe and Dembele, they scored 2 goals, and then they secured their 3 points. But again, they have been having not easy. The only tough test was against Paraguay. Now they are going to face Spain. I think Spain also, they are going to prove to them that we won against you guys in the Euros. Now we are facing each other in the FIFA World Cup. We're also going to win against you. So I think Spain, they had no easy time during their group stages. Also France, I think there's a team here we have not talked about, but I think England, they have been so lucky when it comes to their group stages. Up to now, they are going to face Argentina. England has not been lucky, and I think even from what you have been seeing, head coach Thomas Tuchel giving after the post-match conference, you can see he is not sure that this team is going to win against Argentina, because they have been scoring those easy goals. They have been making a lot of silly mistakes when it comes to their defense. Their striking, they have been depending on one player, Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham. We have not seen the likes of Gordon. We have not seen Marcus Rashford. So far, there is no player from EPL who has scored for England. We have Harry Kane from Bundesliga. We have Jude Bellingham from Spanish soccer giants there, Real Madrid. There's no player who has scored for England from EPL.
On the Spain France, hiyo run yao. Kulikuwa na mmoja alikuwa na rahisi?
Okay,
on paper wanasema kuna mmoja alikuwa na rahisi.
Okay, mimi nitasema hivi. Unajua World Cup inafanyika after every 4 years, alright? Alafu sasa unapata kwamba draw inafanywa, mnajua kwamba mko kwenye pool A, B, C and so forth. You know they were opponents. It is up to you to do the homework, alright? Unajua kwamba okay, niko kwa hii pool A, niko na Belgium, niko na Cape Verde, niko na huyu. It is up to you, the coach and the whole team kujua okay, jamaa tukikutana na Belgium, what is our approach? How are we going to approach these guys, alright? Then I think timu ambayo ilikuwa na wewe sema kwamba ati kuna timu ambazo zilikuwa na easy run, zingine zilikuwa, it is a competition, and if you come into a competition, you need to perform, you have to compete so that you emerge a winner or rather to proceed. That's one. Two, for instance, game kama Cape Verde. Unajua Cape Verde timu yao imeenda World Cup for the first time, alright?
Yeah.
So ni timu ambayo hatuna data yake. So timu ambayo umekutana nayo kwanza, in fact inakula kichwa kwa sababu unasema umeangalia data yao, jamaa hauna data yao. In fact hata ukifika penalty, unataka kujua hawa jamaa upiga vipi penalty. In fact hiyo game yao kucheza na Argentina nilikuwa najaribu kujiuliza if wanafika penalty, then these guys wanaanza kuacha venye Messi upiga hivi penalty, Alvarez, kina Lautaro Martinez, but at the side of Cape Verde utajua hawa jamaa upiga vipi penalty. Kidogo ingekuwa kazi ngumu, unanielewa? So nadhani kwamba ukisha qualify umemba kwamba you are going for the World Cup. This is a very big tournament. It's up to you to put your house in order. Ujue kwamba already tushafanya pooling, uko na huyu, fanya kazi. And I think even in England jamaa amesema kwamba atakuwa mchezaji wa EPL amepiga bao, ni yakubaliana naye. But look at Jude Bellingham. Mimi nafikiri kwamba Bellingham is a midfield, attacking midfielder, right? But akona akili za mshambulizi. Kupiga mabao mawili si mchezo bwana. Unajua kupata midfield ambaye kazi yake ni kupakua na kutengeza, but at the same time anakupiga mabao. In fact hatuna mchezaji kama huyo. So he's a good player na pia ame stand out kwa tournament and he's doing well.
And he's doing well. The other question was tonight, can before we ingie niliwauliza, can Mbappe score tonight?
Mbappe ufunga. Yaani ni swala la muda tu. Lakini kufunga atafunga tu.
Bas.
Mbappe atafunga tu. Ni time tu, si game na saa 4. He will score. Mbona nini amzuia? But unajua even in France sometimes they are unpredictable. But you can predict those guys because kama Mbappe atafunga, Olisa can score, Ousmane Dembele can score, Doe can score. Penalty kitokea pale definitely Mbappe atafunga kama bado yuko kiwanjani. So Mbappe kufunga is just a matter of time, but he will score.
Hii game inashindiwa wapi majamaa?
Spain is going to win.
Inashindiwa wapi
real
game?
time.
Tactically inashindiwa midfield, attack ama defense?
This is of course it's a midfield battle. If you are going to make loopholes in your midfield, then that is where you are going to be outplayed by your opponent.
But if kama unasema mkienda na midfield battle, tukiangalia Portugal na hiyo Spain, what happens? You have Vitinha, you have Bruno, you have the Naves, alafu ikakuaje? Fabian Ruiz kuja kufanya mambo yake.
Yes.
So bado unasema ni midfield inaamua.
You know, I trust what De La Fuente has been doing there. The likes of Pedri, Olmo, Rodri, Kubasi. Those guys are very strong. They don't make mistakes. So if France, they are going to make mistakes in their midfield, that is where Spain they are going to score. So tonight I'm backing for Spain. Spain they are going to win against France. 2 goals.
I think for me I'd say najua Spain watacheza mostly na defense yao. That is, they want to put their defense so strong.
Yeah, but do they have defense? Hatuseme tu ukweli, Spain iko na defense.
Wako nayo sababu so far they've just been playing defensively. Hiyo ndio imewaleta mahali wamefika. So I think how wataweka defense yao iko strong.
Unajua mchezaji defense but hawajapana na timu ambayo inakimbia. Sasa angalia wewe Mbappe anakimbia.
Wanasaidiwa sana na midfield.
Midfield yao iko very solid.
Rodri anacheza hapo. Trying to balance.
By the Rodri mzo mnyama experience.
Balance the defense. But endelea. Achana Lucky. Lucky bado atatuambia.
So I think but France vile tu umesema France ni team strong, so I think France wakimanage tu kupita hiyo defense yao, that's just it. And France pia wako very very strong mentally. We've seen how good they can play under pressure. They have the ability ya whole game, hata kama wana like the team might score fast, but then tunajua France wakisha maintain tempo yao, they have their gameplay on paper, they have their tactical attack, they know how they play. If they maintain it on paper, we know definitely they'll win.
All right, I understand pia Jackson yuko live. Jackson kutoka Kinago. Hali vipi bro?
Mzuri.
Tunaangalia kuhusu game ya leo, Spain versus France. Sijui wewe tactically unaona game itashindiwa wapi?
Hiyo game naona ni Spain watashinda.
Watashinda.
Watachapa France 1-0. Olmo mkali pale hivi.
Uko sure leo kina Mbappe wanaenda nyumbani na vile kina Mbappe ni wanoma?
Mbappe unajua anachezea Real Madrid, wanamjua. Hata wanamjua wachezaji wote wa Barcelona. Sasa hapo Mbappe sioni.
Okay, tulikuwa naongelea kuwa hii game mali itashindiwa defense, attack, midfield. Team gani unaona itadominate? Ni wapi team Spain itadominate ndio ishindie hii game?
Hapo midfield Olmo na Pedro. Olmo kwanza mkali sana hapo.
Sawa.
Hapo ndio watadominate.
Prediction yako?
2-1.
Sawa, shukran sana. Okay. Guys, pia game nyingine kubwa tomorrow. We having Argentina versus England, a big one. Lucky amezungumza kuhusu Jude Bellingham. The guy has already scored 6 goals in the World Cup. He's not the main striker. Harry Kane yuko pale. Gordon yuko pale pia, lakini amekuwa akiingia kitoka. Tuanze na England versus Argentina. Lucky tayari ni kama usha choose side.
Kwa nini?
Jezi.
Hapambo unaweza vaa.
Wewe jana jezi can describe you man.
Jana uko mbaya Nigeria, nani alikuwa amekuuliza?
Mimi Nigeria wapi? Mimi na Nigeria wapi?
Mimi nasema kwamba hivi kwa ile ukanjanja ambao tulikuwa tukishuhudia FIFA ikibeba hawa kina the so called Argentina. My prayer kwamba watolewe. Hiyo ni maombi yangu, that's one. Two, ukiangalia timu zote mbili tactically mimi kwamba Mwingereza ana nafasi kubwa ya kutamba. Na kesho kidogo Messi atanisame. I feel it's the right time ya England kumtuma Messi nyumbani. Though it will not be an easy, rather a cakewalk, but ukiangalia timu zote mbili attacking, midfield, na mimi ni kwamba England ana upper hand ya kuweza kushinda ile mechi.
I believe Argentina have the upper hand. Na pia them being the defending champions, sioni kama watafika semis na wakubali tu ondoka that fast. With Messi on board, we have, I mean, whenever Mali Messi yuko, mimi nakuanga na confidence na Messi sana. So for this, I think it's a straightforward win. I think Argentina will carry the day. I don't see.
So now as a Ronaldo fan, you're starting to believe that Messi can do magic. Can do magic.
I'm even shocked.
Hamgala muue na haki yake umpe.
I'm even shocked.
Hata umeshtuka.
Nimeshtuka, unajua amevaa shati ya Portugal ya Ureno na pia anashabikia Messi.
Sasa sisi tushaondoka, tushenda nyumbani. Sijakataa, Ronaldo is very good.
Uzuri yetu unaoga unarudi soka.
Basi. Very
ushaoga ukaamua huyu ameniangusha.
Nishavaa kwingine au pia wakiondoka tena navaa kwingine mpaka mwisho.
Mimi siogi mimi
wewe ulishaoga na
siogi. Afrika zote zilienda nje, lakini hakuna timu ambayo nitasupport pale. Ni vile tu ni World Cup, kombe la dunia, lazima tu ni support. Lakini kwa upande wangu Morocco, kwa upande wangu sio Morocco.
Utabia na Enzo wako.
Morocco imekwama kwa
Tulia, Enzo mgani wanaenda Real Madrid. The only time sasa nimeona Uingereza wakicheza, na hapa itakuwa ni game of tactic pia. Unajua pale kuna Lionel Scaloni na pale kuna Thomas Tuchel. Tuchel ni kocha mbaye ukimpatia nafasi ya kucheza hata kama ni semifinali, akiona kombe ndio yule pale, anakujanga na zile tactic ambazo uko unatarajia. So anatarajia kwamba ule Thomas Tuchel akiingia pale mchezo ambao atakuwa anacheza na Argentina kama watakuwa tayari wamejitayarisha kucheza dhidi ya wale Uingereza, itakuwa ni mechi ngumu sana. Maana ukiangalia Tuchel anajua kwamba pale Argentina kuna Lionel Messi pale mbele, kuna Alvarez, kuna Lautaro Martinez, pale midfield kuna Enzo, ukiangalia pale wing kuna Tagliafico pia ako pale. Yani ile defense yao pia anajua vizuri. So pale Tuchel atakuja na different format, na ndio maana ukiangalia kwa sasa kuna wachezaji ambao wanacheza pale kwenye Uingereza na atawaleta pale kwenye mechi ambayo watakuwa wanacheza na Argentina. Na kwa upande wangu pia vile Lucky amesema, Messi atanisamee, sitakuwa na uwezo wa kumsupport, maana itakuwa ni wakati wake kwenda nyumbani, kwa sababu wakienda back to back finals itakuwa imepoteza ile ladha, imepoteza ile utamu wake. Maana watu wamekuwa wakisema kwamba, kwa upande wangu nimekuwa nikiona Argentina pia wamekuwa okay, hawajakuwa na easy time because kila timu vile mwenzangu amesema hapa, timu ambayo ili qualify kwa kombe la dunia ni timu ambayo ilionyesha uwezo wake kufika pale. So timu yoyote mnapatana nayo pia inakupata ile competitive power. So kwa upande wangu naona kwamba wale Argentina kesho, Tuchel itakuwa ni rahisi sana kwa Thomas Tuchel. Argentina, Lionel Scaloni pia enda nyumbani, pia usikie vile timu zingine zinasikia vile ulipiga wale Ufaransa 2022, aende nyumbani pia, aende aoge mapema pale nyumbani, aangalie vizuri Uingereza. Maana ukiangalia Tuchel ni kocha ambaye anapenda ku break zile records. The last time England won World Cup was 1966. So sasa hii anaangalia vizuri, anaona vizuri, although they have been unlucky kupatana na timu zingine pale, they have been unlucky to win some matches, but I understand that Tuchel is already seeing that trophy 1 mile away. So England to win 2 goals against Argentina. Argentina, Messi and your team back to Buenos.
Bellingham performance.
Bellingham performance, kusema ukweli, kama mimi kama shabiki wa Chelsea, sio kusema ukweli, kama mimi kama shabiki wa Chelsea, kuna fununu tulikuwa tumezana pale wakati Jude Bellingham alikuwa anatoka pale Borussia Dortmund. Kuna fununu zilikuwa nasema kwamba Bellingham anaweza karudi pale akaingia pale Uingereza achezee Manchester ama Chelsea. Nilikuwa nataka sana ule Jude Bellingham aingie pale Chelsea, maana ule ni mchezaji ambaye anajituma sana, huwa anachezea ni bench.
Chelsea mnaenda relegation angekuja huko kweli?
Si ni wakati wangu wa kuongea.
Lakini si ni kwetu katika hali ya kunyooshana.
Tunanyooshana lakini usininyooshe sana. Usininyooshe sana. Lakini Jude Bellingham ni mchezaji ambaye namwaminia sana. Mchezaji anajituma. Ukiangalia anarudi nyuma, wakati mmefungwa atarudi nyuma kwa defense, ataingia kwa midfield na pia atajiposition pale kama striking. Mpaka Harry Kane mwenyewe uliona after wamefunga ile bao, Harry Kane mwenyewe alifanya hivi, kuonyesha kwamba anamtambua sana ule Jude Bellingham. Bellingham is a top player. Actually, Real Madrid wako na bahati sana, wako na mchezaji. Sasa atakuwa na Jose Mourinho pale katikati.
When he's playing against when he's playing for Real Madrid, he looks like an average player.
Unajua shida ya Real Madrid, unajua shida ya Real, individualism iko pale mob. Vinicius anataka anajitakia, Mbappe yojitakia, unaona? Sasa kidogo hakuna ile teamwork, but amekuja England na mwana kuangalau kuna nafasi ambayo wote wamejua kwamba tunacheza as a team. We need to win this thing, but it's been a long time. So
angekuwa upande wa France angesurvive. Angekuwa pale France.
Angesurvive aje. Unajua you never know.
France ni wazito lakini wana perform wote.
You never know, but I think nimependa na Bellingham pia ile akili ya Madrid amachana nayo kule ya ubinafsi. But amekuja England amejua kwamba hii ni timu ya taifa, we are playing for the badge, lazima tujitume. Na alivyosema Madwenye, unapata kwamba Tuchel is very tactical. Angalia game yake na Norway before we proceed. Walipata chance, yani baada ya kupata bao la pili mwana shughuli amemaliza, kaanza kuweka mabeki, anatoa winga nini, angalau ukichoka kama anajua kufunga game. So alipokuambia Madwenye, nafikiri kwamba anajua this one nikishatoa hapa nikisharuka finali anything can happen. So I'm very sure Messi na ile media kina Enzo Fernandez hawa kuna kitu.
Aanze kusanya. A quick one on this one ndio tumalize.
I think Jude is an undeniable force, and kitu yenye namfanya akwe outstanding ni ati ako versatile. Anaweza cheza almost everywhere na bado kuwe brilliant. Vile tu Lucky amesema at Real Madrid probably we didn't see him shine as much because kuna players wengine pia wanoma and everyone is fighting for their own individual brilliance. But then when you come here, you're playing for your country, you're representing your nation. You're forced either way. You have to adapt and play with these other people. Alafu hapo ndo tumeona sasa ameleta prowess yake. You know, I'm representing my nation. So hapo ni kama ametoa makucha yake vizuri. And it's such a good thing. We've seen how consistent he is, and he's definitely presence yake imekuwa felt. So we cannot write him off.
Last remarks on tonight's fixtures. Nianze na Lucky.
Baadhi tunawakaribisha mtazamaji na msikilizaji. Tutakuwa Korodadi, maeneo ya Korodadi pale Fedha. Tupatane pale, mechi hiyo itakuwa live, Kakazema, Lucky, Wadi, Katela, Mzee Mnyama, Freda Rocho, kikosi kizima, Hassan Mwana wa Ali. Tupatane pale. That's 1 2. Niangalie kamera yangu ni hii ama hii.
Yako ndio hii hapa. Leo usiku tuko wapi?
Amekodolea macho paka naogopa.
Rudia waambie leo.
Leo usiku tuko Crodadi pale Nyayo Gate B. Maeneo ya Fedha. Unajua Fedha wewe? Kama uko Paipu, uko maeneo na vitongoji, tupatane pale mechi hiyo ya Spain na Ufaransa. But all the best for my team Ufaransa. Tukutane finali. Nataka huyo Mwingereza tumnyoroshe.
France will carry the day, and yes, Mbappe will score, and yes, Mbappe will get the golden boot. That's it from me.
Madwenye
tufungie.
Ali ya kunyoshana, mimi naitwa Boniface Kimanzi.
Na Madwenye?
Hiyo ni ya huko, sijui hiyo ya kunyoshana, hiyo sijui. Kwa upande wangu nikiangalia, nimesema hapa. Kwa upande wangu
like you are going to ban you.
No, but is Madwenye.
Madweke.
Madweke from the word Madweke.
I'm a big fan of Madweke.
Yeah.
Who? I'm a Chelsea fan.
Oh my God.
Madwenye is a product of Chelsea.
Who?
Madweke.
Yeah. But I'm not, Sai is not playing for Chelsea.
But you used to be a big fan of him.
Yeah.
Okay, I was doing a prediction.
But from reliable sources, he's his brother.
Well,
okay. Kwa upande wangu, very happy to see tonight. I understand that we have Mikel Oyarzabal who will be playing for Spain. So I think Mikel is going to score 2 goals. Lamine Yamal is going to give 2 assists. So I believe Paulo Kubasi, Dani Olmo, and also Rodri, they are going to be outstanding in that midfield for the Spain. Spain, we are coming for it. Now we are going to make the likes of Andres Iniesta proud. We won it in 2010. Now we are coming for it in 2026.
After 16 years.
Yeah, anything, we're going to break the record.
Aja nizomea ya mwisho. Huyu ni Danielson kutoka Naivasha. Anasema Tel Kimanzi, Pau Kubasi is not a midfielder but a defender. Spain midfield comprised of Rodri, Pedri and Olmo.
Madwenye.
Ambia kuhusu Kubasi. Kubasi
wanapanda.
Karibu ni.
Tena alipana assist juzi.
Kubasi wanapanda.
Tunafunga. Alright, thank you guys for watching World Cup Extra. My name is Dan Kamtua Kimanzi na Miso Edlaki. Wamesaidia kuchambua. Anasema leo usiku tutapatana Crodadi. Yeah, Crodadi pale Feather Estate. So mimi nimekafunga France versus Spain tonight from 10 p.m. Kwaheri mtazamaji.